It's like normal room temperature, does a little bit, but with the water and the heat, it's more. Yeah, also if you take like the shower, because there's a lot of, what's it called? Yeah, we come to this later. With the water. Yeah, you can also see the clothes which are hanging around the bed. So maybe you can get like a MILB thing for your bedding, which I have like for my mattress. So I have like a certain kind of plastic thing around my mattress, so the MILBs won't go into the mattress. And MILBs, they feed on your skin. Yeah, also other things you can see, like the detergents, like what are your cleaning methods important, and also a lot of like the clothes stuff and stuff like that. Okay, so I will send this whole presentation out later, so the people where I don't have the email, maybe you can give it to me later so I can send it to you, and then you can use the links. Do we have any questions for the air stuff right now or not? Yeah, not really. Okay, so the next very important topic, water. So basically, I think you're around like 65 to 75% water. So it's really, really important what kind of water you put into your system. Like if I drink like water, like maybe 1-2 hours later it will be my blood. So you really want to watch out what kind of water you're drinking all the day. So what is tap water? Actually here in Saskatoon, if you drink the tap water, I think it's a very, very bad choice. It contains a lot of fluoride which is added. Chlorine, so this is what I wanted to speak again before. If you take the shower, because of the chlorine and like the organic stuff which is in the water, it will create some gas which is also very bad for you if you take like the shower with this normal tap water. So currently I'm taking like the cold shower, but maybe not everyone wants to take the cold shower, I don't know. So yeah. So what is so bad about fluoride? I think chlorine, it has really a reason, because otherwise you can get very sick from the water. It like disinfects it. But the fluoride, I think it doesn't have any reason to put it inside the water. The fluoride, it attacks the bones, the brains, the kidneys and the thyroids. So yeah, it's really bad. Your brain is very important, your bones, your kidneys of course. Your kidneys like clean the water which is going through your system. So it detects these ones. And fluoride, it was actually put in first into the water in some Russian prison camps to make like the people not revolt against the guards and stuff like that, and then the Nazis took it over. So you really don't want to drink this stuff. And people say it's good for your teeth, but it's actually fake, and maybe it's just okay if you like put it really on the teeth and not drink it. So you really don't want to drink the tap water. Okay, then we come to bottled water. If you buy the bottled water, you want to buy it in good glass bottles. You want to check the mineral content, like very small mineral contents, like 25 parts per million are very good. Like mineral waters have like maybe 250, like Perrier. But yeah, this is not Perrier, I self-distilled it, so we come to this later. And also, yeah, you want to learn a little bit about your water, so what water is good, which is bad. And also people in the shops, they want to make money, so if you buy the bottled water, they likely diluted this with tap water, so they can increase the margin. So you buy the bottled water and maybe 50% of it is like tap water. So you want to watch out for that. Also, if you have the plastic bottles, this is not so good, because the water reacts with the plastic. Then you will drink like the plastic, and the plastic likely contains the bisphenol A, which is like mimicking hormone in the body. So it's like a female hormone, so if I drink a lot of plastic bottled water, maybe not so good for me because I will change my gender. And I don't want that. That mimics human hormone and is very unhealthy. So distilled water is what I currently use. You can also filter your water, but you want to make sure you get like the fluoride out. So I have like a tabletop water distiller. We will have a picture later, and basically it heats the water, it vibrates, then it comes out and then it's clean. It doesn't have like the fluoride inside, like other stuff like the chlorine is outside. Also other wastes which maybe be in the tap water are out. It doesn't contain any minerals, so what I do, I take like a pinch of Himalayan salt, put it in, and then I actually like take something like a spoon and try to restructure the water, because actually water is like a structure, and some people even say it has like a memory where it can memorize like frequencies of certain things, but it can only memorize things if it has some minerals inside. So you want to put more salt in, and then you can restructure it by tossing, by moving it. So distilled water, clean water is a very good choice, but even better is like fresh source water. It's like the best water you can get, but you have to watch out for some things, because maybe it can also be contaminated. So you don't take like the fresh source water which is coming out from a spring. You don't take it like from underneath a farm, from underneath a factory or city, because this would be likely polluted. And if you like find a spring, you can check like if there's like vegetation along the spring and along the way where the water is coming out. It's free, so you can just go to a spring and like get the water there, and you can find like a local spring. So if someone wants to search for a local spring with me around Saskatoon, let me know, because I would be interested in doing that. We had this already, you're around 60% water. And also, you should stay hydrated, because if you don't have enough water, you will get like tired and stuff, and also your performance will go down. So you should drink about your weight in pounds divided by 2 in ounces of water. And so I converted it, so it's like 0.033 liter for every kilo. So then I converted it again, because maybe this is very difficult to remember. So you want to drink 1 liter for every 30 kilograms. So right now I'm drinking about 2 or 3 liters, maybe even more. So you can drink more than this, but you should have at least like 1 liter for every certain 30 kilograms. And then you can like check actually with your piss. If it's very dark and smells a lot, then it's very bad. So if it's very light, then you're good, then you have enough water. And maybe if you are tired next time, just drink some water. For me it helps. And also if you do the sports, you should drink between it, after it, because you're maybe losing a lot of water because of the exercise and the heat. So here we have again some links which you can check later. So even like the cat knows the tap water is very bad for her. Okay, so the next big topic is like foods, like wild foods. So yes, there are different kinds of food. So first we will talk about wild food. So like wild plants, they grow like on their own. So they are very strong, they don't need like a farmer doing anything for them. There are population races, so the genetics of these plants are very good. And no artificial fertilizer, no pesticides, so you don't have any chemicals in them really. There are high nutrition, healing values. And you have to check if they are, to not overharvest them, and don't get like endangered species. And also you should know your species which you harvest, because there are also toxic species. Like a good example are like mushrooms. You all know there are like some very toxic mushrooms which you shouldn't eat, and then there are like some good, very healthy ones which you can eat. and find in the wild. So you really should know what you're looking for, how it looks like, maybe what like other species which look similar look like, and how to distinguish them. Yeah, collect them in the wild, like you shouldn't collect them close to a fabric or a highway or within the city, or not like close to the Saskatoon River, because I think there are a lot of pesticides in the Saskatoon River, so they will get this stuff also. So some stuff which you can get wild is like wild herbs, wild meat, wild nuts, wild mushroom, wild weeds, which maybe are very hard to find, wild rice, wild flowers, and wild roots. So some healthy food, which is a little bit easier to get, is like organic food. They have very little pesticides, or maybe no pesticides. They use less fertilizer. So in like some conventional farms, they use the very bad fertilizer, which could be like the waste product of the oil refineries, where they take the oil and make the fuel out of it. They have like some byproducts, which some of them they use as fertilizer. So this food have lower toxicity. So yeah, because of less pesticides, less fertilizer, it's better for your body, less bad things inside. They are very high in nutrition because they have like the good soil. Like in the conventional farming, you have the big soils, you have like less nutrition coming into the foods. Also, you have like quality over quantity. So you want to actually get a good quality food, not like too many food. Also there are many labels with different standards. I really didn't look into it, but maybe you want to if you're really getting expert in these things. Also, organic food is guaranteed to be not genetically modified. So there are no genetically modified ingredients inside, which are actually very unhealthy, which we will come to later. Also, you can like ask your producer, if you have like maybe a local organic farmer, you can go there and look what is he doing. Do you agree with this? Also, maybe you can ask in the shop if it's like a health food store or something. Do they know how how it is produced? You still have to read the ingredients list though, because some stuff has like the organic on it, but has still like the added sugar or stuff which isn't good for you. So you still have to look out for the ingredients list if you have some processed food or some other stuff. Organic is usually much more sustainable, so this is good for the planet and also for the future. It's much more effective farming, so you don't need too much energy to get a good produce with the organic farming. I think we will take a short break now, because I don't have too much storage in my camera, so I store it short and then we will continue with the conventional food. Maybe you can drink something or take a break.